What to do? Oh, man, Chad Little and Mark Martin almost made contact, and Grissom doing some serious blocking. Oh, and look at him wiggle.
Man, look at Little now. He's going to go inside. And a spin and a crash. Oh, no.
And Chad Little's going to beat Michael Walker back to the line.
And this will end the race.
Incredible. Incredible.
Steve Grissom, I guess he just checked up because he was loose all the way through 3 and 4 and just had to get out of the throttle, and then it set off a chain reaction. The pace car leads the field off of corner number 4. They're about to drive through the area where the accident occurred. We believe that nobody was hurt in this thing, but it sure did damage a lot of equipment. Here comes Chad Little to the stripe to get the checkered flag. Here is Jerry Punch.
And they are celebrating down here in the Chad Little pits, and a big smile from co-owner Mark Rippon. And Mark, congratulations.
Let's check with Randy.
I'll tell you, talk about exuberance. These guys are showing it down here, but very rarely do you see a team start celebrating with 10 laps to go. And they started with about 10 laps to go, and it's just increased and increased and increased. And you thought the checkered flag fell already, but it's just about has, I guess, now.
They were probably celebrating at breakfast. Chad Little is half a lap away from piling up back-to-back wins. If he comes around this time, he'll lead 177 laps today.
He could wreck now and win. I tell you, he's got a tremendous lead.
Wow.
Congratulations to Chad Little.
That's great. It's one of the fittest jobs I've seen here in a long time.
You talk about somebody who's really matured as a race car driver. Chad Little had a lot of problems with Winston Cup. He went back to Busch. He's getting that experience now, and I tell you what, they'll really be paying a lot of money for this guy when he moves into Winston Cup the next time.
Look at this battle for 6th. Tracy Leslie, here comes Rumley down to the inside. Got him. Can he hold him? Half a lap to go.
Yep. Tracy's having some kind of problem. He's not running up to speed like he was earlier. Chad Little coming off turn 4, coming down to take the checkered flag.
3rd career victory for Chad Little.
52nd white flag is down. This is it, and it is raining harder. White looking on there, pretty excited as Chad Little may be going for win number 4. Jeff Green trying to take it right here. Back straightaway, last time. First and second place cars about a length apart, and here comes Green at number 3 to the outside. Jeff Green making his move in the Earnhardt car. Chad Little staying there. As they come to the line, back to the outside goes the number 3 car, and he didn't have enough. The win goes to 23, Chad Little.
White flag waved simultaneously. We're back to racing.
Oh, no.
Quickly. Down to the inside. Schrader did not take off on the start.
Well, shows you how much I know.
Watch him, Chad.
Oh!
Watch him, Chad.
Here comes Spencer to the outside. Little went up to block once. As he comes up, Spencer looks down. They won't decide it here in turns 1 and 2. They'll go to the back straightaway. Behind them, Kenny Wallace, and a side-by-side battle for 4th.
That's a done deal. That was a great move on Chad's part.
Chad's moving to the inside. You see him going back and forth there, so he can't set up a direct draft on him. But if he lets Spencer get on that right side, I know something.
Well, I tell you, that's about the most erratic move I've ever seen on the last lap.
Neil Bonnet of Pocono. It may not happen in turn 3, but likely in the tri-oval.
I think Chad's got it.
Kenny Wallace has made a strong bid. He's in 3rd place now as they come down the final straightaway. You see Kenny Wallace there.
Schrader out of gas. Here they come. Final time down into the tri-oval. Chad Little closes off the bottom. Spencer goes for the apron. He's not going to get there. And Chad Little wins the 2 fastest, longest races on the Busch Grand National Circuit.
And that's why I won 4 times here.
Yeah,
that
Chad,
was a little mirror driver.
Chad Little won that race down here in turn 1.
This will be the bell lap. White flag should be in the air for Chad Little. And Mike McLaughlin. White flag on that 3rd place battle.
Oh, Sawyer goes around going into turn 1.
Well, Sadler will get 3rd spot, and around he goes. Sadler spins in the back straightaway. Checkered flag. Chad Little wins it. Mike McLaughlin is second. David Green is third. Larry Pearson picks up the fourth spot. Now Jeff Green's about 2/3 of a lap in front of that pack, and here he comes around for the white flag. Looking for his second Busch Series triumph. Atwood in second. Alone in third is Keller. Big battle for fourth. That fourth place battle just took the white flag. Owensboro, Kentucky. Jeff Green, youngest of those three racing brothers, is going to get his second Busch Series win. Checkered flag on Green. Atwood is second.
Look at all these cars, and here comes the leader. And the white flag is in the air. He can't afford to back off now.
He can't afford to back out. He's got to catch him just right. Here's the thing. You got to remember, Earnhardt can catch him, but these guys are too wide in front of him, too, so it's just whether you pick the right lane or not.
Here comes Earnhardt closing in. Final lap out of turn 4, and even with traffic, Jason Keller will win it by 2 car lengths. Earnhardt is second. Here's the battle for position. Kenny Wallace and Todd Bodine. It'll be Bodine, then Kenny Wallace for 5th and 6th spot.
Jeff Green is the race leader in the 32. White flag is out. Jeff Green, who won at Nashville back in April and has 2 career wins. Maybe for him, this is his just due after losing one late in Milwaukee. Green will win here in Myrtle Beach. LaJoie settles for second, and it's a heartbreaker for Jason Keller, who has a flat tire with 2.5 laps to go. Mike Hogwood.
5 to go at Indianapolis Raceway Park, and this capacity crowd are on their feet. 28,000+ here have jammed their way in to see the final laps of the NASCAR Busch. One car spins across the racetrack. Hard impact. That is Adam Petty, who comes across the racetrack and slams the right side of the car into the barrier, into the inside barrier. Well, Matt Abernathy will wave the caution and the white flag for Jason Keller, the 29-year-old Greenville, South Carolina driver, signifying that next time by, Keller will be flagged with his 3rd career victory and 2nd at Indianapolis Raceway Park. And here is our current running order, which will become our unofficial results for tonight. You see that 13 cars will finish on the lead lap, with Randy LaJoie, the last car on the lead lap. Keller, Todd Bodine, Jeff Green, Kenseth, and Earnhardt Jr. rounding out the top 5. There are the cars 16 through 30, showing the cars 1, 2, 3, and up to 14 laps down for Chad Chaffin. And of course, the cars off the track, a tough break for Mike Bliss. He will finish 43rd tonight. Let's go down to Dave with the winning crew chief.
And that would be Steve Addington. Steve, did these late cautions help you? The last one obviously was really good, but on the short runs, were you guys really good?
Yeah, I believe if we'd have went 20 laps there, you know, Todd would have had a shot at us. Jason was going to make that car wide. These cautions helped us. It helped us a bunch.
Congratulations, Steve, and he's coming to the checkers right now. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, back up to you, Jerry, the winner, Jason Keller.
2 more from right here. You know, we've watched so many cars, get down in lap traffic and all of a sudden cut a tire or get sideways a little bit. It's never over until that checker flag comes out. You can see Randy LaJoie there on the inside. A lot of damage to the right front corner of his car as our leader goes by.
That would be Yogi Baker with the not over till it's over call.
Okay.
White flag. One more time, buddy.
Yeah.
One more time. No pressure from behind.
8 is Bobby Hillen. Jeff Green giving him plenty of room. He's a 3-time winner, Jeff Green is. Looks like number 4 of his career is just around the corner. And the checkered flag is in the hand. Matt Abernathy waves it. Michelle Green says, "You did it."
Good job, boys. Awesome job.
White flag, that time by. Final lap at Richmond International Raceway. A crowd of probably about 60,000 on their feet, watching this battle down to the wire. Into turn 3, out of turn 4. Here comes Kenseth on the outside. He will not have enough, and Green will win it by half a car length. That's a line.
They're coming to the white flag.
Eli, bring him home, because there's not room for 2 people to talk now. It's up to Mark Martin there in the 60 to make everything happen.
Doesn't look like there are enough coals on the fire. Twice, Jason Keller has finished 4th here at Dover. Today, in his 13th start at the Monster Mile, Jason Keller wins here at Dover, Delaware. Around David Green. Oh, and look at the way he was sawing on the steering wheel. Range was 1 lap to go.
That's all Jeff Green needed. Gave him a little daylight there when Tony had to crack the throttle just a split second when the back end broke loose on him.
He leads the NASCAR Busch Series in points, and he'll pad that lead big time today. Victory Lane, the next stop for Jeff Green and the Nesquik team here at the South Boston Speedway.
Kevin Harvick giving it a run right now. Harvick doing his best to try to catch up to the 10 car. Still about 15 car lengths separate the two as Jeff Green gets set to take the white flag this time by. White flag is out for Jeff Green, trying for his 3rd win of the season, his 2nd in a row. Green negotiating the lap car of Buckshot Jones. Jeff Green can taste it now. He has led 196 laps of this race, and he's going to lead the last one. Jeff Green is the winner of the Myrtle Beach 250.
They are coming to the white flag. 1 more mile here at the Milwaukee Mile.
And Randy LaJoy has moved into 3rd spot now, Eli. He's not in 2nd, but he has moved all the way up to 3rd.
There you see your leaders.
Good call. You knew that was coming, buddy. Nice call.
Sure was. Jeff Green has dominated all day long. It'll be his
walking on home, buddy.
win.
You are the man, Jeff Green. Awesome job, guys.
4th win of the year in the NASCAR Busch Series, tying him with Mark Martin.
He is making a shambles of the championship. The largest margin in the history of Busch Series championship was in 1984 when Sam Arndt beat Jack Ingram by 426 points. And coming into this race, Jeff had a 499-point lead, and he's on his final lap of the race. Less than a half a mile to go for Jeff Green. Fifth win of the year for Jeff Green. His 9th series win and his 3rd on a super speedway. His 15th top 5 finish. And 17th top 10 in the 20 races so far in the Busch Series. You see the other finishers as they come down to cross the line. David Green 2nd.
You beat up the stats. That's what you hope.
Yeah, I know about that.
Larry, what would you be telling your drivers?
Well, I don't know, you know, and here's we're looking at Jeff Green's wife, Michelle. I don't know. I'm almost saying, look, you know, Jeff Burton was awfully strong. If you can get him, get him. If not, let's take 2nd. Let's be happy about it. Let's go to Memphis.
He's trying on the outside.
He's trying for the outside is Jeff Green. He's got him by a nose as they go into turn 1, but here comes Keller as well. 3 cars battling for the lead.
Oh, down the back straightaway, and now Jeff Green has taken that high line away from the 9 car there. Drives it into turn 3, has a lead now.
If Jeff Green's car stick here off the corner, he may win this thing.
Coming to the checkered flag, it's going to be Jeff Green with the win. Jeff Burton is going to take 2nd. Jason Keller finishes 3rd. Todd Bodine comes home 4th. And Ward Burton will come home 5th.
Got the big old white flag coming out. Tongue is not quite hanging all the way out, but almost.
They told him white flag 1 to go, but about 2 laps ago after they've been talking to him, he said, look, leave me alone. Let me focus. I need to focus on this racetrack.
That's it. Here you don't want to be talked to very much. You have to maintain your focus. You can't be distracted by somebody hollering at you.
Back. You're in good shape. Bring it on home.
12th Darlington start for Jeff Green. Kenseth closing at turn 4. Here comes Green. Going to pick up his first Darlington win.
Awesome job, everybody on the Ford cars from Nashville.
Float down in the corner. Don't pitch it off there on the bottom.
See him really diamond the corner. Kind of short track style. Let it sweep up in the middle. Cut it back down on full power. And there's just one lap left for Jason Keller.
We've seen that a lot with this harder tire. The tires don't grip as good, and sometimes these guys have to diamond the racetrack to make the car turn.
Wallace and Park still nose to tail for 5th. And off turn 4, Jason Keller will be the 15th different Busch Series winner at New Hampshire International Speedway. The 11th different winner this season. It's his 5th Busch Series victory.
Got the white flag.
All clear.
Last lap.
He's gonna make a dive. Kenseth's gonna go into turn 3 for all.
He gets all the way on him. He's on him. Green got a wheel
Right
down
there
on
with
the
you now.
flat.
He's right
Got
with
in
you.
too low. Everybody's moving over. There's Dale Jr. moving out of the way. Now that slow car, the 25. Kenseth's going to take it on the outside. He's going to try to get a run on him, go up to the top.
But he stays on the bottom. They're trying to get him loose. He's all the way on his rear bumper. Green on the white line.
He got him loose.
Hug him up.
got him
He's looking
loose.
inside. Looking inside.
Oh, man.
Wow. Matt Kenseth did everything but turn Jeff Green around.
Get your marks.
That's Keith Barnwell, the spotter, talking to Jeff Green. Last 2 times here at Dover, he's not finished the race. He had an accident last September, finished 42nd. He had an accident in June. He finished 29th. He's less than a mile from the checkered flag.
Nice and smooth, buddy. Still 5 back for Kenny Wallace. Nice and smooth.
He won at Darlington back in March. He won at Charlotte in May. Now it's win number 3 of 2001 for the defending series champion. Jeff Green wins at Dover. White flag is up.
White flag. Let's bring her home one more time.
Final lap for Jeff Green and company, seeking their 2nd straight win.
Nobody coming. Plenty of room.
He is smoking. Smoke from the leader.
Good, I wasn't seeing things. I was starting to get worried.
Half a lap.
I told y'all guys, y'all are awesome. One more time. Go! Dude, that's 2 in a row. You're the man, Jeff.
He made it. Checkered flag.
Awesome job.
Jeff Green wins the inaugural NASCAR Busch Series event at the Kansas Speedway.
That was a great call. Great call for that team.
White flag.
He slowed his speed down about a half a second the last few laps.
Nothing to worry about. One to go, High Rod.
Keller not going to challenge Casey Mears ahead. Going to coast around for the win. That's McMurray down on. It's Michael Waltrip down on the apron going to pit road.
Almost like he ran out of fuel.
As Jason Keller becomes the 22nd different winner in 38 Busch Series races at Rockingham.
White flag in the air.
21 cars out of gas coming to the white flag. Jay Saunders out of fuel. Loses 2 or 3 positions. He'll never make it back around.
And his crew chief, Butch Hilton, said they were going to be a lap short.
And he wasn't far from it.
Meanwhile, Scott Briggs on the backstretch. He won here last year in the Truck Series. 5 finishes of 9th or better and 7 starts this year. Here he comes off 4. Scott Briggs will win the Pepsi 300 here at the Nashville Super Speedway.
Jack Sprague finished 2nd.
Here comes Stacy. He's got to look down on the inside. He does this every time. He catches him going into 1, but he just can't get there. Now, every other time he's gone real high through here to try to get a run. This time he's going to tuck in behind him and see if he can drag race him down the back.
That's one right there, baby. You're the man.
Now also nose to tail the 4th place race, Todd Bodine and Casey Mears. But this is for the win.
And here they go. And Stacy's going to try to close as they get down here to turn 3. I don't think he's got the steam to do it, though, Larry.
No, I don't believe he does either. Again, there's about 3 cars up in front of these guys. Jason getting a little bit of sniff from those, but Stacy drifts up just a little bit. If it don't happen there, I don't think it's going to happen.
45,000 to win, 2/3 of that for second. Here they come.
Bring it down there. Bring it down there.
Takes that inside away. That's pretty much the race right there.
Bring it back down. Bring it back down.
Jason Keller gets his first Daytona Talladega victory, holding off Stacy Compton. Tim Fedewa will finish third. Coming to the line, the battle for fourth, the rookie Casey Mears, right on the bumper of Todd Bodine. Well, he's got almost a second on Jeff Green.
For the real battle back there from 6th to about 10th or 11th. It's back to a mini wide back there.
Yeah, it is, and they're all over the place. High, low, in the middle, 3 wide. In the meantime, back at the ranch,
Scott Riggs is legging it out.
Bring it home.
bring it on home, son. You're holding a pretty wheel.
Scott Riggs off turn 4 to become the first Ford to win a Busch race in California.
Just start the rear next time, come on.
Michael Waltrip, the 99 car. As you said, he's moved in the top 5 and 4th, just kind of quietly.
2 more times,
yes.
nobody coming.
Been minding his manners. He's dodged a bunch of bullets tonight. Going to get him a good top 5 finish here. Good for Mikey. He got a little consistency going. 2 top 10s in the Cup car. Now he comes in here, and that we finished in the top 10 in the car. In this car out of California last week. Top 5 this week.
And Darrell, he's going to be the only Winston Cup driver, one of the bushwhackers as we call him, to finish in the top 10 tonight.
And that could pay off big for Dale Jr. and Steve Clark tomorrow night, because he's going to have a lot of good information to give to his teammates.
Last time around for Jason Keller.
And Kenny Wallace just slowing down. I don't know if he's got a problem, fuel, engine.
All right, buddy, you're on your own from here. I'm going to victory lane.
I like that.
Jason Keller is Warner Richmond. You're the man, baby!
I thought that was RJ. It's not. It's the 8th career win for Keller. He takes over the point lead and scores his 3rd win of the year.
If the 57 car and the 10 car, now you guys are going to find this hard to believe. If they run 1-2, it'll be the first time in the history of PPC. They've won a lot of races between them, but this would be even a much sweeter win. All right, guys, back up top.
Wow, that's hard to believe, as good as those cars have been. Yeah, you would think, I thought they must have been a first and a third or something, but 1-2 finish, that's great for the morale of the organization. Hopefully, this team sponsors will step up and throw a little performance bonus to the team, you know. Guys on pit road will like that. White flag in the air, 1 mile for Jason Keller. Score is 9th NASCAR Busch Series win. So the one thing we're seeing happening here is that the fastest car of the day is appears to win the race. You know, we just got to get through 2 more corners here as he's coming off of turn 5 right now for the checkered flag. And Jason Keller takes the checkered flags and wins the Stackertude 200 here in Nazareth, Pennsylvania. Along with Scott Riggs behind him and Ron Hornaday and Jamie Murray, followed up by Randy LaJoy.
Yeah, Compton just loses another position to Jason Keller, and looks like also Brian Vickers and Bobby Hamilton Jr. will go by him as well. As looks like the white flag is out for Mike Bliss. 1 lap to go. Mike Bliss, he's slowed down. He is slowed in the middle of 1. No! He's out of fuel, guys. He's out of fuel.
3/4 of a mile from his first Busch victory.
And Scott Riggs is barely going to get by him. He's out of fuel. Scott Riggs, all he's got to do is make another half a lap. But he's got David Green coming in a hurry in that 37 car.
Riggs had to slow up because Bliss was weaving back and forth trying to get fuel. So on the last lap, Scott Riggs is going to wheel it off turn 4 with David Green filling up his mirror. Surprise! Riggs will go to victory lane.
For a guy that was not happy with his race car whatsoever, he wins the first race of this 2003 season.
And what did Doug Randolph tell his driver?
Scott Riggs said, you know what? I'm going to get a big enough lead. If I even mess up a little bit on that last lap, David Green is not getting anywhere near me.
Looks like they're going to have one car to contend with. Johnny Sauter coming up on.
So the white flag is out. David Green made up some ground coming out of turn number 2. He's running out of time. Scott Riggs. Now just one more corner in that Nesquik Ford. He'll become the first repeat winner at the Nashville Superspeedway, and the second time this year he has won. Scott Riggs beats David Green to the line with David Stremme in the number 3 spot.
It looks like the day for Mike Bliss may be done. He's going to have 3 DNFs in a row. He's barely moving at the end of the back stretch. But I tell you who's moving as he comes 2 laps to go. In fact, the caution is out. The caution is out. But we get the 2 laps to go. That probably was the race right there. The red flag number for the day was 5 laps, so we will not get this race restarted. Anything 245 laps or less, we would get a red flag. So that may have been the race right there for Jason Keller. Brian Vickers came across in second. David Stremme in the 1 car came across in third. Ron Hornaday in fourth. And David Ruderman came across in fifth.
Well, it's been 38 races between wins for Jason Keller.
He'll get the white flag this time, Steve.
So all he'll have to do is cruise around for his 10th career NASCAR Busch Series victory. It'll be his first win of this season, his first win at Milwaukee, his 4th top 5 in the last 4 races here at the Milwaukee Mile. See Ron Hornaday congratulate Jason Keller.
Yeah, look, just looking at our top 5, you know, we talked about the strategy of those guys, and I know I've talked about it about every lap, but really paid off for that 3rd and 4th place car. David Stremme in the 1, Ron Hornaday in the 2. Came to pit road, got their 4 tires, and it has paid off.
And look, Jason's kept his Harley Davidson sticker. I was sure that was going to be out the window.
The speed has slowed down, so now the sticker's back in place.
I think he'll make it around to the checkered flag. So big day for Jason Keller and the PPC racing team. Keller was winless in the 2003 season after winning 4 times a year ago.
He'll become the 11th different winner in 17 races. This right here, when he sees the checkered flag, that officially marks the halfway point of the 2003 Busch Series season.
So it's Keller, Vickers, Ron Hornaday, David Stremme, David Ruderman in the top 5 as Keller's team celebrates a much-needed victory.
Yeah, all of our top points guys came home with a good finish. David Green finishes 6th. Scott Riggs finishes 7th. Todd Bodine, in fact, the top 3 in points finished 6th, 7th, and 8th.